After 5 years with Jason, he bailed on our wedding plans 99 freaking times for his foster sister. The first time, his darling Lily had a tummy ache, and he dumped me on the side of the road to rush her to the hospital. The second time, she sprained her ankle, and he left me cooling my heels at City Hall all day and night. After that, whenever we were supposed to get hitched, Lily would have some kind of drama. So after his 99th no-show, I decided I was done. But the moment I boarded that plane to Norway, he lost his mind and chased me halfway across the world. 5 years with Jason, and still no ring on my finger. Tonight was the big fundraising gala for his 1000th piano concert, the 99th time he'd promised we'd finally make things official and get married. But then Jason started peeling shrimp for Lily, who claimed she didn't have an appetite, right in front of everyone. That's when I officially became the laughingstock of the whole damn room. Just a minute earlier, I'd been telling Mr. Henderson, one of the biggest investors, with total confidence. Jason's the best and most dedicated pianist in the world. He protects his hands so much that he won't even pick up a butter knife. Henderson's face started to sour, so I downed shot after shot of vodka to smooth things over. I could feel the burn in my throat, but I forced it down, all for the sake of getting Jason the funding he needed. But watching me practically grovel in front of Henderson, Jason just looked at me with this mix of contempt and annoyance. I heard a lot of the people I work with sighing and clicking their tongues, clearly feeling sorry for me. Everyone could see who I was killing myself for, even if Jason couldn't. And as the gala wrapped up, Jason, who was supposed to be heading to City Hall with me, blew me off again. He pulled the car up to the restaurant entrance and stopped me with one hand before I could get in. Lily's had a bit too much wine and can't get home alone. I need to take her home. We'll get the marriage license another time. He carefully helped Lily, whose cheeks were flushed pink, into the car and tucked a blanket around her. I stared at how gentle he was with her, a level of care I never got. He hates the smell of alcohol, so he always refuses to let me in his car if I have a drink or two. Lily gave me this pathetic little apology. "Oh, Sarah, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to feel so bad tonight. If I knew it would upset you, I would have kept it to myself. A year ago, I would have blown up and screamed at him. Now, I just nodded quietly. Okay." He seemed surprised that I wasn't fighting him on it, but he just mumbled something about coming home early to see me, then rushed off with Lily. The food on the table was still warm, but my heart was getting colder by the second. Lily's the adopted daughter of the Lee family. They got her from an orphanage. Since then, the whole family has been wrapped around her finger. Jason treats her like a princess. He takes her everywhere. The first time, his darling Lily had a tummy ache, and he dumped me on the side of the road to rush her to the hospital. The second time, she sprained her ankle, and he left me cooling my heels at City Hall all day and night. After that, whenever we were supposed to get hitched, Lily would have some kind of drama, and he never once suspected a thing. The chilly night air hit my face, and I sobered up a bit. I took a deep breath and shoved my birth certificate way down into my purse. 5 years was enough. It was time to move on. The first thing I did at work the next day was hand in my resignation. I quit my job as Jason's assistant. For the past few years, I'd basically been his everything, so he could focus on his music. His schedule, travel arrangements, logistics, I handled it all. 5 years later, he was a world-class pianist, and I was just his shadow. Well, now his shadow was stepping into the light. My boss looked at my resignation with a mix of regret and sadness. Jason had never officially announced our relationship at the company, but everyone knew we were perfect for each other. They'd never seen a team as seamless as us. I could practically read Jason's mind with a single glance. I just smiled, not saying a word. Yeah, I knew him inside and out, but he never really saw me. "So, since you guys are breaking up, was the property settlement okay?" I gave a sad laugh and told my boss that Jason and I hadn't even gotten around to getting married. He looked genuinely shocked. "You've been together for 5 years? And Jason hasn't put a ring on it yet?" Yeah, who would believe that after 5 years, Jason had backed out of getting married 99 times. I waited for him 99 times, and he gave me 99 disappointments. All the love I had for him had been wasted, all his promises broken. I was done. It was late when I got home. The apartment was empty. I wasn't surprised. The minute I'd bought the plane ticket, I knew this was coming. Ding. My phone buzzed with a few notifications. Lily had tagged me in a post. It was a picture of a giant rock on Lily's left ring finger. Caption, who woke up to a handsome big brother taking them out to buy diamond rings and eat fancy steak dinners. I ignored Lily's attention-seeking. I closed my phone. I closed my eyes, but I couldn't shake the image of the ring. I remembered when Jason proposed to me with a soda can ring. He said he'd buy me the biggest, fanciest diamond ever. But later, when I brought it up, he said diamonds were a waste of money. I shook my head, trying to clear the memories. I'd booked a flight to Norway for the day after tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon. Norway has a rich musical scene, but Jason always hated the place. He was afraid his talent would be overshadowed by other musical geniuses. Norway was Jason's no-go zone. I was going to start a new chapter of my life there. After I left, Jason, maybe we'd never see each other again. I woke up early the next morning and started packing. Jason came home. His face was tired. He looked at me like I was strange when I didn't rush to take his coat. He kept glancing at me out of the corner of his eye. The quiet in the air made him uncomfortable. Lily was crying and begged me to stay with her, so it took longer than I thought. I was shocked. This was the first time he'd bothered to explain himself. Okay. I looked up at him once. My answer made him embarrassed. To break the awkward silence, he pulled out a ring. "Sarah, this is a gift for you. You said you wanted a ring, so I bought one. Do you like it?" He looked like he was trying to butter me up. "A gift?" I read the receipt. It was from 30 minutes ago. The ring was just like the one Lily was wearing. I wanted to laugh. Even my gifts were secondhand. I didn't say anything. I just stared at him. I knew he wanted to ask me something. Lily said that she's graduating from college soon, and she wants to intern at our company as my assistant. Can she take your assistant job? Don't worry. I'll ask the boss to let you handle the business stuff and she can handle the logistical side. He looked away. The secondhand gift already had a price. Sure, I agreed calmly. Not just the job, even you, I could give to her. Because tomorrow I'll be gone. You agreed? He was shocked. Jason looked at me. He spoke again. Lily's my sister, so she's your sister. Family takes care of each other. Oh, yeah, tomorrow at 10, we should go to City Hall to get the marriage license. Get the license? Jason, My phone rang. He looked at me quickly when he saw that it was Lily. He covered the receiver. Lily said she had a fever and felt weak. Jason hung up and said, Lily's sick. I need to take care of her. I said, it's okay. Go. But come back early. I want to talk to you. He nodded and left. Bang! As he closed the door, a photo fell. The glass shattered. The photo was of us kissing. That was my profile photo. In the photo, I was happy and wearing a wedding dress. Jason said that he would marry me and that I was his bride. After he stood me up for the 99th time, his words were a joke. The shattered glass felt like our broken love. I wanted to have the talk face to face and give us a goodbye, but I didn't get the chance. At midnight, he called me. Sarah, I'm sorry. Lily's fever got bad. I'm taking care of her. I won't come home. Jason sounded strange. But, don't worry. I'll meet you at City Hall tomorrow at 10. I'll be there. Trust me. He stressed when we were getting married. In his head, I was waiting. The next morning, I left with my bags. I went to the airport. Jason sent me a text when it was time to board. Lily's worse. I took her to the hospital. After she's better, I'll get the license with you. I was calm. His promise didn't matter. He stood me up for the 100th time. No, Jason. We're done. Goodbye. The next second, my phone buzzed.